Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. Today I have my September Book of the Month box, so let's check it out and see what's inside. Before I get into this, I did want to let you know, stay tuned to the end of the video. I went ahead and pre-recorded my reviews of the August books because I was so excited when I finished reading them. I wanted to go ahead and get those reviews done. So be sure to stay tuned to the end to see what I thought of my August books. But let's go ahead and check out my September box. Okay, here we go. There's a prize on top. This is the Shelf Slayer Award. So if you track it on the Book of the Month app and you read 24 books in 1 year, this is what they send you. It's a bookmark. I love it so much, and it comes with a card that says "Way to Slay." Here is another look at the bookmark. I love it. Thank you, Book of the Month. All right, now let's get into the box. My Book of the Month choice for September is called Other Birds by Sarah Addison Allen. This is a magical realism book, so this is not my normal genre, but I chose this because it takes place on the coast of South Carolina, and that definitely caught my eye. The quick take on this one is this enchanting novel follows the quirky, soulful stories of the unlikely neighbors in a magical apartment complex. So I cannot wait to read this one. It seems fairly short. Yeah, it's about 280 pages. So every month, Book of the Month gives you about 5 books to choose from. This was my choice. The other choices were a romance, Love on the Brain by Allie Hazelwood, a historical fiction called The Attic Child by Lola Jane, a mystery called Killers of a Certain Age by Deanna Rayburn, and a contemporary fiction called The Fortunes of Jaded Women by Carolyn Hune. In addition to my Book of the Month, I also ordered 2 add-ons. First one is called The Most Likely Club. This is by Elyssa Friedland. This is a contemporary fiction, and the quick take on this one, in your yearbook, this novel would be nominated for Most Likely to Warm Your Heart and Give You Major Nostalgia. All right, and I have one more book at the bottom of my box. This is one I've had on my list for a while. This is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E.Schwab. This was a Book of the Month finalist for 2020, and the quick take is, a life of immortality is not all it's cracked up to be when no one remembers who you are. That is, until someone dies. I do not know anything about this book. I just know so many people have raved about it, so I cannot wait to read this one. And we have one more thing in the box at the very bottom. We have the Book of the Month bookmark, Friends Don't Let Friends dog-ear books. So here is the review of my August books. Hey guys, I'm actually recording this before I even received my September Book of the Month box, but I wanted to go over my August books with you. My August Book of the Month choice was Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. This was a quick read. It was enjoyable, but I just didn't love it, and I felt disappointed at the end. But this book is a murder mystery whodunit. Nana invites her family over to celebrate her birthday, and she reads to them her will, and then that night, family members start dying one by one. But other than the flashbacks to the main character's childhood, I just didn't love it. If you read Daisy Darker, let me know in the comments below what you thought. The next book I read in August was Pachinko by Min Jin Lee. This was a heavy book. This book follows a Korean family from 1932 to 1989. Oh, and it is full of so many stories. After reading this, I definitely want to go back and learn more about the Korean and Japanese history. The characters were amazing, but I will say I enjoyed the first half of the book a lot better than the second half. It was a slow read for me, I think mainly because it was so heavy, all of the hardships that this family had to endure, but I definitely recommend this one. The last book I read this month, I actually finished this one last night. I think I read this one in a day and a half. I did not want to put it down. Now this is Dark Matter by Blake Crouch, and this is sci-fi, and I am not a sci-fi fan at all, but I love this book. This was actually my favorite book I read this month, and I can't decide if I want to read more books by him or not. I this book just really hurt my brain. It was so much to think about, so many what ifs. The basis of this book is, what would your life look like if in the past you had made a different choice? Where would that choice have led you? What would your life look like now instead of the choice you had made? And this happened in this book. It's so good. I highly recommend it. Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. If you have read any of his other books and you recommend another one, let me know. I'm not quite sure if I can handle it because I'm still trying to unpack all of the craziness from this one. But again, I couldn't put it down. My favorite book of the month, Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. That was everything in my September Book of the Month box. As always, thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe.